Okay, here we go. Well, hello there. Well, hello. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you, Wolf? How's it going? Hello. No, I'm not going to do this voice. I'm not doing this voice. I'm not doing this voice.
I'm not. Okay, well.
This is more accurate. This makes more sense, okay? Does this sound good? Can you hear the voice? Is this working? Can you hear it? Is this voice working, Wolf? You seeing this right now? Or is it not working again? I mean, is it just my normal voice and I'm just an idiot again, or is it actually working? I think it's working. Alright, hold on. Let me get off of this real quick.
Oh, God. Okay, there we go. We're better. It's definitely working. All right, well, now I'm off of it. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome in. This is my third episode of my MVP podcast, where we speak all things ghosties and do all the cool things. You might be asking, why do we have an avatar? Why are we back on our punk rock kitty cat here right now, Car? Well, there's a reason, because I have the lovely HeyAmethystMay waiting in the lobby right now, and she is going to be our next guest around the campfire for our podcast that we're doing. So this is episode 3, and this is going to be a little different because we are going to be in our avatars. So let me, without further ado, grab her, get her in here. Not grab her, that's illegal. We're not going to do that. We're going to get her avatar into the lobby with me right now and bring her up on the screen, and I can show you guys the cool little transition that we have going now. So without further ado, let's introduce our guest. Hello!
Hello!
You like the little entry there? The little opener? Oh, let's pull it over.
Great.
Oh my God, it's so smooth! Meld, I love you. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so great. All right, so let me just make a decision here. Okay, so I'm gonna do, maybe I'll be this one.
All right, there we go. So that works. So we're gonna do this for the rest of the evening.
No, I'm not doing that. There's no way in hell I'm doing that. Gather around the fire, ladies and gents. Yep, get your marshmallows and graham crackers ready. It's time for some ghost stories. So I have my little ghosty podcast area here with the little fire.
I love it.
So this is where we're going to be sitting and doing our little thing. So Wolf's going to bring the marshmallows and the hot cocoa. He's going to supply all of that fun stuff. Look at this thing. It moves too. It moves with me. Okay, got tracking. Okay. I didn't realize I had a little bone on my tongue, like a little pierce. Like I have a tongue ring, like a tongue piercing. And it's a little dog bone. Oh, there it goes. Oh, and so begins the special child. Hold on. If I close one eye, does he leave the other one open? Come on, track me. Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, let me try the other one. Oh, God, this is so hard. Okay, yep, it worked. Okay, we're good. So, guys, this is Amethyst. She is here. Is she okay? I'm sorry.
Am I okay?
No. It's saying she okay. I have to ask all my guests. I don't want to be a butt.
Yeah. Pronouns, yes.
Oh, no, the eyes.
I was like, no, I'm not okay, but pronouns, yes.
Yes. No, yeah. I always like to ask if I can, if I don't already know people and all that fun stuff, because, I don't want to offend anyone. So, yes. Okay, cool. So we have Amethyst here on our episode 3 of the MVP podcast, and we are going to be discussing our ghost story. So what I like to do is kind of start off with a little conversation about who you are as a streamer, what do you do, what's your go-to, what platform do you like to stream on? Yes, you can say other platforms on Kick, it's fine. So feel free to do your thing. God, your avatar is so animated too. I gotta figure this crap out.
You'll get there. I am more than willing to help if I can answer any questions.
She even moves with you and bobs and stuff, and oh my God.
She does. And you know what? The eyes, I had to lock my eyes because my eyes do the same thing. So.
Oh, you can lock them? Okay, guys,
Yeah.
we're learning things.
We can help. We can get it fixed.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, enough about me. It's all about you now.
Okay, well, hello. I am HeyAmethystMay, and I stream on YouTube and Twitch. I used to be on Kick, but I just don't stream here anymore. I'm a cozy content creator, but really it's whatever I find cozy. So that could be Hollow Knight, that could be Kingdom Hearts, and it also could be Animal Crossing.
We love it. That's all the good stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's all the good stuff. We have a very big, cozy friendship community here that not so much in my side of things, but all my friends do it, and they absolutely adore that kind of stuff. I'm also going to be really upset if Serena doesn't show up and say hi because, made a big deal about this. All right, she has an hour. Okay.
She has an hour. I do know she like just got set up for moving, but
I swear to God, she has no excuses. I will call her cell phone right now. Hold on, let me find this little bastard.
Get in here.
Paris.
I did notice you have a hoofy, and I love hoofy so much.
Of course we have a hoofy. I don't know where hoofy. If hoofy knew you were on right now, she would be going ham. She might be snapping. Hoofy might be napping. I don't know. But that's okay. She'll probably show up at some point. That's the thing. It's like if I stream at like 5 or 6, it's like none of them, because they're all night owls. Everybody's up all night. I get off at midnight and they call me a nerd. I just want to go to bed, guys.
I'm in bed by like 9 o'clock.
I'm logging out at midnight and they're like, meh.
No, I do stream. I guess I didn't say that. I stream daily at 9:30 a.m. So like I'm a morning person.
Oh, so you got it locked down. You figured it out. I also have to shut this music off real quick because YouTube's gonna get me in trouble and they're not gonna like it. So let me just turn that down real quick. All right, okay. But that's awesome. So yeah, so we have another cozy streamer here, guys. Follow her on, if you actually want to post your name in my chat the way it's spelled on Twitch, so that they can head over there and do it. Is it still the HeyAmethystMay though?
Everywhere. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, let me grab this real quick.
Yeah, because some girl has HeyAmethystMay on frickin' Instagram and doesn't use it.
Oh my God.
So
wait,
I'm
does Twitch like this?
HeyAmethystMay everywhere.
Does that work?
Yeah, that should work.
Let me see. Bring her up. Bring her. Oh yeah, it did work. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That one worked for me. I'm gonna pin that. There we go. Sweet.
Sure.
Right, Q. So we got you in there. All right, so we are gonna discuss some ghosty things. So they already know that all my little lurky turkeys over here, they already understand that I am very big into the paranormal. I do a lot of ghost hunting. I love ghosties. I love everything about it. I'm a firm believer in all the things occult and weird. And basically that has to do with not necessarily just personal experiences, but I am a very curious individual. And that's why I started this podcast, because I wanted to hear about everyone else's stories, because I have my own, but I wanted to kind of know what everyone else has been through. And
yeah.
Also, I'm a very big believer in, I really, for the love of God, hope that there's something cool out there, because this planet is so boring if there's not something else going on. There has to be weird.
There has to be. There has to be.
If I can't hurl fire bolts or get run over by a Japanese fishing truck and wake up in a medieval world, I'm going to be upset. The dreaded truck cone has to show up and send me off on my way to the magic land of bringing up a status board and putting points into something. But anyways, so going off of that, going back to my little ghosties, I kind of want to start off with your level of, and this is going to sound super dumb, but if you could go between like 1 and 10, like what is your level of sort of paranormal belief right now? Like where do you stand when it comes to like, you know, your moment in time right now?
10, 100%.
We have a new believer. Yes, I'm so excited. Usually people give me like 6, 7. I had a pencil roll off my desk in 4th grade and I thought it was weird.
Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
No.
Because I'm like a 10 breaking the scale. If it could go higher, I would, kind of thing.
Yeah.
All these life forms on Earth, there's definitely other forms of life we don't know out there. Yeah, 100%. There's got to be something else. And if there isn't, I want a different like universe. I want it to be like Marvel and I can go to a different dimension. I'm done.
Reroll.
Yeah, I want to reroll. Okay, I'm done. I'm redoing my stats. I will pay the fee. I will sleep with the troll. Just let me out of this fucking place. I have to bleep that F word too. YouTube, shaking my fist at you. You can't see it though because I don't have animated hands. So that being said, when did you kind of start having these thoughts? Like when did your mindset change? Have you always felt this way, or was it like I was 8 years old and the grandfather of the blah 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 showed up on the Flying Dutchman and picked up my cat and took him to the Easter Bunny's lair?
No, so I would say it's always been
Hi,
there.
Shabbat.
My family's a little kooky, and we've always had like
kooky.
right? We've always had some beliefs that there's some like psychic abilities within the family.
Ooh, hell
and so
yeah.
like I've always heard stories growing up. you know? And so then when I finally had like my own experience, I'm like, yeah,
Shabbit, don't you lie,
just
you love the
you know,
Avatar.
that's normal.
Yeah, like your
Yeah.
normal was a different level than everyone else's normal.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I was too. Like my grandmother basically trained us all in Reiki, which is energy healing when I was little, and we moved
Love
up that path. And I always got trained to kind of like see auras, and I could see like these colors around people when I was just kind of hanging out, but I never thought anything different. Same as kind of like you, it was, to me, it was just normal. I was like, can't everybody do
it's just
this?
normal.
And then like I went to
No, I'm a
college
little
and they're
jealous
like, nah.
that you can see auras though. Oh my gosh.
So if I concentrate, there's like a it's only like a half an inch of just like wavy something on the edge of everyone's skin that I can see. And I never thought anything of it. I just thought it was like part of just the way our eyes worked, and noticed that eventually I could start seeing that like people were different colors. And it was kind of interesting, like not heavy colors, but just like lighter shades of different things. So that was always kind of fun, but that kind of changed me. So yeah, like my past is kind of like how you did, like the weird family situation. And it was just, to me, it was normal. It wasn't weird, which was always kind of fun. That's okay, Shabbit, go make dinner. So that being said, do you have anyone in your family who like actively practices any like stuff that we would see as like mystical these days or anything like that? Just kind of veering off topic real quick, just setting the foundation.
I do. So my aunt, we're kind of estranged from her, but
those are the best aunts.
I know, right? She can tell you, she will see how you're gonna die like within like 24 to 48 hours beforehand. So if you get a call from her and she's like, don't go to work today, you don't go to work that day. You know, like even if you're not talking to her, you don't go to work that day.
Yeah. You stay away. So she's one of those.
She's been able to see a few people, and then she's been able to like warn a few people ahead of time too.
That's the we don't talk about Bruno. No.
Yeah.
That's her aunt. She's the sandcastle Bruno that we don't talk about, but is actually right the whole time.
Yep.
That's really cool. So yeah, I actually am a descendant of and I know this is a controversial thing because they were just doctors, but one of the Salem witch trial witches, like women that were hung, one of the very first ones is like my greatest grandmother, blood related, all the way down to the 1600s and that creepy time when they were eating bad hay and getting high and seeing things. But they were all like, my point to that is like the term witch, it's like medicinal, right? They were just people who healed. Like if you made a Band-Aid out of bark, it was like witch burn, witch. So it's like, let me rub some moss on it.
Yeah, like wizard back then was more like that was the intellectual person. Like they were
scholar.
Really good at experimentation and but they were a wizard.
But if you're a witch, if you're a woman, bah, how dare, no dice, roll again. But no, so that's kind of like where I came from too. So that's really cool. That's different than my other two guests I had because they didn't have like a baseline. They kind of had to find themselves along the way in like their own experiences. So this is like a whole different, that's why I love this because it's like different every time. So what was, my mom, oh no, go ahead.
Sorry. My mom, she can talk to people like that are dead. In her dreams, and she can like I guess channel it and choose to talk to certain people in her dreams. So I don't have anything that I've developed as far as they didn't have, but hearing those stories growing up, you're a lot more open to what else might be out there.
Yeah, I just developed diabetes, but I didn't get anything cool. I just got type 1 diabetes. You get to fly around your dreams, son of a bitch. Right. I was just testing my bobbing for like the dancing. At least that part works. So that's kind of cool. But he still does that eyeball thing when he does it. Whatever. We'll figure that out. I'll have to team up with you. So did you have, even with all that growing up stuff that you had, and you said like you didn't like develop any of the gifts or anything, have you had any personal experiences that sort of set you on the path of like firm believing? Like, I know it was like normal for you, but anything happened that other people kind of would consider weird or not cool, like that you were like, oh shit, I saw grandpa or something?
I actually didn't see anything until the last 2 years, and in the last 2 years
Ooh.
I've seen things. But prior to that, it was just everybody else's stories about ghosts or
Mm-hmm.
whatever they were doing.
But you suddenly had something that you kind of had an experience with you can't explain. Like, did you have a situation that you still like you could sit down and think about it right now and just be like, I still can't figure that. Like, I can't figure out I can't like rationally explain this.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, what was that first one?
So that's my ghost story. If you want to dive in.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely can, because then we can like elaborate and chit chat a little bit and stuff.
Yeah, so we bought this house 2 years ago, and this house, I don't know the exact date when it was built, but it was first registered in 1906, so it's over 100 years old, 120 years old. Um, and so we started renovating it, and I, for the longest time, I kept seeing this dog, and it was a
Love it.
big, like, huge dog. Like, I named him Cujo.
Of
Because
course,
that's
the
my sense of
go-to
humor.
dog name
Yeah.
for big dog.
But massive, big black dog. And so I got to the point where I was like, okay, I think I need to tell somebody I'm seeing this. And at the time, I really felt like I shouldn't tell people in the house that, like, he didn't want to be mentioned, and I shouldn't tell people in the house. And so I'm like, told my husband, like, can we go on a
Mm-hmm.
drive? Because I need to talk to you about something. And so we like drive around
Yeah.
the block, and I'm like, I'm seeing a dog. I see him all the time. He's usually in the hallway, and I'll see him like out of the corner of my eye. But there's a very big dog. And he's like, oh yeah, I see it too. I'm like, what makes you see it
Yes.
too? And like at first I kind of opened it with like, please don't think I'm crazy. And then he's like, oh yeah, I see it too. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wait, that's amazing.
So it was so validating, especially my youngest at the time. She would have been 5 turning 6. She was seeing the dog, and she was scared because the dog's huge in my eyes. Like it was her sized. And so
Yeah.
she's scared, and I'm trying to like, no, it's okay. There's no dog. You're not seeing anything. It's okay, because it's terrifying for her. But I'm like, I also see this dog. It's not just her seeing this. And then for him to say it, and now at this point, I think everyone in the house has seen the dog. One has not admitted it, but at this point, there's 7 of us, and 6 have said they've seen the dog.
That's amazing. I
We have a
wonder.
massive dog.
So, just thinking that through though, so you can clearly see this dog. Have you heard the dog? Have you like heard like little tippy tappies around the house, or is it just
No.
like a visual thing?
It's just, and it's like when you're busy, and most often it's like if you're busy in the kitchen, you'll see him either in the dining room, like walk by, or you'll see him in the hallway walk by, because we got 2 doors in there. For some reason, more active if you are in the kitchen, and he's just walking by. And my thought,
So
as
cool.
I've like, so I've kind of dove back into more of a Wicca practice,
Yeah.
and knowing that in the beginning, I thought I shouldn't talk about it. I almost wonder if it was like somebody's like protector of the house, and that's why I shouldn't be talking about it. I'm like, sorry, guy. I'm my bad. I didn't mean to offend you.
Well, you could look
Yeah,
at it,
so-
yeah, like a spirit animal or a guide that was for somebody who used to live in the house, or it could
Mhm.
even be for someone who currently lives in the house. Like, it could be because you said you have some kids or some young kids at the time, so
do.
like it could be for one of your kids, or people always say that like animals can represent lost grandparents or
Mhm.
some family member who passed away. But this point in time, it could just be like a spirit guide for one of your animals. This is like some Coco stuff.
Right. Well, so Wolf said, like, hopefully he's peaceful. I've never actually felt any kind of unease around it. Like, it doesn't scare me. I think the only one who has been afraid was the youngest, and because, like, it was the same size as her.
But
you
she's
know?
seen it, so it's like validating because everyone's seen it, but you
Yeah.
thought it was only you. So it's almost
I
like
did.
nobody wanted to talk about it because they didn't think that you would believe them. It's one of those like I'm crazy things, but
Yeah.
you gotta chit chat about these things. But that's cool. So you didn't have like a human related ghost story or spirit situation, your first like seeing experience was like an animal of some sort.
Yeah. And like very large, like it almost felt demonic because it's so big, but then I'm
Yeah, like you wanted to go
I
there
don't
with your brain.
right, but I don't get bad feelings from it. So I'm like, yeah, he's just there. There's our Cujo.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. Have you had any
Yeah.
do you still live in that house, or is that a different time in life?
No, we're still here. We're still here.
So is this like an active thing where like it could still happen to this day, or is it kind of come and gone?
No, he's still pretty active. The thing is now is we also have our own dog who's
Mm-hmm.
also very, very large and black, and so sometimes you're like, wait, which one was that? Like I'm not sure if I'm seeing him as much anymore because my other dog is now in the way.
Oh my God, that's so good. But
Yeah, but
has your dog currently has your dog reacted to this spirit animal at all? Like that you've noticed? Like perked up when you see
not
it, or
no, not that I've noticed. Not that I've noticed.
ooh,
I'm not
it
sure if
just
anybody
lags.
else has noticed.
Yeah, if somebody else in the house has seen it or something like that has happened. No, that's really
Mhm.
cool. So since you've had, you've been brought up to believe certain things and you've never really seen or heard anything, but you've had everyone else's stories to sort of go off of and kind of hope that something else was real.
Mhm.
You've now had your own experience where you can't explain this ghost animal. So clearly there's some like invisible thing that's
Mhm.
traversing through your home and you've all seen it. So it's very validating. Um,
Yeah.
Usually I ask questions about people, but I'll do this one for the animal side of things too, because now it's like it's a mental change once you see something. So have you attempted any? I know it's like hard to ask because like everyone's seen it, but have you guys tried or attempted to like debunk it in any way, or like just try to chalk it up to something specific? Usually that only works with like if one person's seen it, not like a whole family though.
So I really anticipated my husband to debunk it because he's
Yeah.
like he doesn't really deal with nonsense. The thing is he has his own experience and he doesn't like to talk about it when he was like young 20s where he felt like he was either possessed or attacked by a demon. And
Mm-hmm.
so he has his own experience and I'm like, you know what? He has this like solid experience. He's going to be the one to tell me like there's no dog. You're crazy. You're seeing things. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen it." I'm like, "What?"
Oh
Okay.
boy, and so it begins. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. So then it's clearly validating. So there's no debunking of
Hmm.
it because the debunker was the one who basically validated the situation, which is
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah,
Wolf, what'd
because
you
like
say?
he's my rock, right? So he's
Yeah,
gonna be the one who's like, "No, you're crazy."
he's grounding the
And
situation.
he totally was like, "No, I see it too." Oh, okay.
Was about to ask if the pooch was acting on edge or anything, but so far I'm thinking peaceful. Yeah, because like animals will
Yeah.
react all the time. Like when I did an overnight ghost hunt, my friend Miss Cat, who I do the Coffee and Conspiracies podcast with, the other one, where we do like conspiracy theories and we go for 3 to 4 hours drinking coffee and just talking nonsense, and it's amazing.
Oh, freaking love it.
And just going into like nonstop, like bring up Bigfoot, and then we're going through research and showing videos and all this other stuff. But I did an overnight ghost hunt one time, and I did do a live stream for this one. I had the live stream going before my phone overheated and I had to put it in a freezer, and we were doing that whole thing, and her dog and her cat both reacted, and she wasn't like a super believer. But her dog and her cat both reacted in her bedroom at the same time, freaked her out, and they both looked into the middle of the room where there was nothing, as if they were looking at like a 5 or 6 foot tall thing. And she's like, "There's nothing there," and they were both really hyped and like looking at this nothing from 2 different angles in the room, and it was a cat and a dog. So
Wow.
clearly, like they're sensitive to this stuff. So to Wolf's point, it's like, oh well, I need to let's see if the animal is reacting to it. But at the same time, if they are reacting to it, what if that means it's like a negative spirit, you know what I mean? Or like a negative something, which would have gone back to like your hellhoundy demonic situation that you were talking about.
Right. No, like to me, he gives the appearance of being scary and for a reason, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
protective entity, right? But even like when I see him, he's never like running through the house. He's just kind of
Yeah.
like padding really nicely through the house, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and occasionally you have a bagel go missing, but like we don't talk about that. It's just an offering, you know.
Right.
So is that like so far, because that was a recent one, have you noticed anything else out in life that you can't explain? Like, have you thought, like, have you seen anything that's now like making you think differently? Has this changed your thought process on maybe something in the past that you kind of mentally wrote off and didn't think anything else about? I mean, I know these are hard questions and they make people really think, and sometimes just like, no, that was it.
No, so we have one other ghost that we know of for sure in this house. I'm sure there's more. I mean, it's a 100-year-old house.
Oh yeah.
In the deep south, so.
Oh yeah.
But I guess for me,
Hi,
it's like
Callie.
it's really
That
hard
is an
as a
exceptional
parent to
emote.
navigate. Like, do you tell them, yes, you're seeing this big scary dog,
I
or
would.
do you know, right? I'm like, for my others, I think they all know they see it, right? But when she was little and she was terrified of it, it's like, no, it's okay. But then I'm like, well, did I just invalidate like her own growth in this? It's really like a weird place to be and be like, oh, it's fine. The dog's fine. It's okay that you're seeing a dog when most of the world is going to tell her, no, that's not okay.
Yeah, when everyone
You
else
know?
is saying that's a negative, let's put her on some pills and toss her in a padded cell. Because
Right.
that's still the norm. For some
Right, so-
awful reason, that's still the norm.
Until we're to the point where we're like, okay, maybe you need to understand when those conversations are okay to be had.
Yeah, so this is kind of
I
funny.
don't
Like,
know.
most people are like, I gotta tell them Santa Claus isn't real. Holy shit. And then you're just like, I gotta tell them that this dog that's invisible is real. Like, you gotta go the opposite path of this one, which is amazing.
He's there.
See, that was
Yeah.
my thing. That was my conversation I had with my wife one time. I'm like, the best part about our relationship is if you ever came to me, because in these movies, right, you always see like the wife is always the one that sees shit, and the husband's always like, you crazy, until they all get,
Yeah.
you know, unalived by this invisible thing wielding like ninja stars or something weird. But I am one of those people who's like, yeah, you could tell me something's crawling across the ceiling and hissing at you in the middle of the night, and I'm gonna get up on that ceiling with it and be like, get out of my room, invisible ghosty beesh.
That's great.
Like, we'll be summoning the protectors and they will be coming here and beating up whatever that is. But yeah, so that's like my thought process too, is like, if I ever had kids and they were like, I saw this monster in my closet, I would be in that closet fighting underwear. Because I know it's probably real and there's probably something in there and it's not imagination. Because I saw things growing up that I can't explain. And to this day, now that I know that I've seen things as an adult, I'm like, man, there really was creepy things walking around my house when I was little. Not cute.
Well, and I do believe like the kids, there is like, because you're more innocent, you are seeing more, right? And the adults who don't see the things, it's because you've closed your mind off to it. It's there, you're just ignoring it.
So that's the biggest thing, like, and this is where I like these stories evolve into these conversations, right? And I enjoy this because we can talk about this kind of stuff. And I kind of feel the same way, right? Where when I was younger, I felt like this stuff was happening every 5 minutes. And now that I'm older and I'm like, oh, God, my student loans just came out. And, oh man, what do I have to do with this client on Wednesday? And all this, like, my brain almost doesn't have the room to have the imagination that I used to have. And like, I got to think back, because anytime in like the 90s when they're, oh, it's just your imagination. Now I'm like, beesh, that was real.
That was
Like,
real.
Anytime somebody said that, oh, it's just your imagination. Oh, you got an overactive imagination. Blah, 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 blah. Now I'm like thinking back, and now I have to really dig into my memory bank and just be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
What was that thing's name again? I think it called itself Jeff, and it was hovering over the top of my swing set, and it pushed me. So like, yeah, now you got to really pay attention to these things, because now you're like digging back into your brain. You're like, okay, wait, what was actually real and what wasn't?
Yeah.
So with that being said, because you have had an experience now, how has that sort of changed your mentality for today versus when you were before? Because you said you're like a 10 now, you clearly believe in stuff, and not just because of the family you grew up, but like now you've actively seen things and your family kind of verified it for you. Like, I don't know if you were religious or spiritual or anything like that, but do you have any like, did your mindset from like 3 years ago change between then and now that you've had an experience versus like life after death, like the real deep questions?
Oh,
It's just a bunch of dogs over there.
So I do have Mrs. Butler, and she's an old lady that lives here too.
Oh, wait, you got another one. Okay, maybe that's the
I
cute
do
too.
have
Maybe
one other ghost.
her job is just to
Yeah.
pet the dog. She maintains the dog.
I love her dearly.
Mrs.
She
Butler. Oh
is.
my god, what an old lady freaking name.
So our house is on Butler Street, and I was like, of course she needs to be a Mrs. Butler. So
She's a
that's what I
Pam.
named her.
She's like, I've been a Patty since day one, these bastards.
Yeah. Well, and it's so funny because nobody has seen her. It's just me and my oldest son has heard her.
Ooh, so
And
there's some sounds too.
she sneezes.
Oh, makes sense.
She's crazy because every time we remodel a room, we will start to hear sneezing. And the first time I was the only person in the house, and we tore out the whole attic and put in rooms in the attic because it was like tall enough. And I knew like the men had cleared it all out, and I started hearing a woman sneeze, and I was like, who the heck's in my house? And so I'm like, I'm gonna beat this person. I'm taking like a bat with me, and I'm going room to room. Where the heck is this person? And I couldn't find anybody, and I'm just like freaked out, right? Because clearly there was somebody upstairs sneezing, and I couldn't find him. And so then a couple of days later, my oldest was sick, and he was home, but he was sick, like throw up sick, not sneezing sick. And he texts me, and he's like, do you keep sneezing? I'm like,
oh no.
Are you hearing the sneezing too? And so now I've heard like footsteps up and down the stairs. And I'm assuming it's her. It's just my assumption. But somebody goes up and down the stairs in the middle of the night, and the dog is locked up in a kennel. So it's not our dog, our live dog.
Right? We gotta specify.
It's
people.
not the live dog. And then like I've gone and checked, and I'm like, who's on the stairs? Why is somebody on the stairs? And like kids stomp, and I'm like, it's not really somebody stomping, it's somebody walking up and down the stairs. And then anytime we open up like a new wall or open up the ceilings or do any kind of renovation, we hear the sneezing again. It's like she's not quite upset that we're renovating her house, but she's letting us know that she's watching us renovate her house.
That's interesting. Yeah. So like, because that's when people say like when you start doing, it's crazy that you're saying renovations, because it's always when people say they start doing renovations that they start noticing the actual paranormal activity picking up, or for the first time they notice something, as if you just like poke the bear, you poke the bee's nest, and now everything's starting to pour out. It's happening. But that's cool though. So like you do have this woman that you've kind of diagnosed. You haven't seen her, but you can kind of tell it's a woman from like the sound. And
it's a very loud shoot.
Oh no way! So it's not just like a little.
No, it is like a full blown, and you can tell it's a female voice. Shoot, and it sounds like an older woman in that way.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna find somebody. There's somebody in my house.
Lady has an allergy to mixed mold and dust mites for sure.
Right?
That sounds like me.
And so that's what she does. And whenever we're doing some kind of, even like recently I painted my bedroom. We didn't even like do any big thing, but I was sitting in the office the day after I painted the bedroom, and I just hear one in the back of the house where my bedroom is. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I painted it. I hope you like the color.
Oh my God. And you started talking to her. I love it.
I talk to them both all the time. Like, hey, we're going on vacation. Take care of the house while we're gone.
That's actually amazing, because a lot of times you can give energy by that, giving into it instead of forgetting about someone and just letting them pass and disappear forever. If they're going to be there with you and they don't want to move on, if there even is moving on, I don't even know, just like whatever. They want that communication, they want that energy, they'll stick around and they'll hang out. But the sneezing thing's hilarious. I wonder if she just found out one day that that's her way that you can hear her, and that's how she gets over to you.
Yep, and that's how she tells me, I'm like, and
oh
again,
my God.
she's never done anything to make me feel like she hates what we're doing here.
Yeah.
She's never like, been aggressive in any way. I just hear sneezes and footsteps on the stairs.
The footsteps is cool though, because I've heard that too, and that kind of threw me for a loop. And in my own house, like I have 100-and-something-year-old home too, and
Nice.
trust me,
Yeah.
it shows its colors when it decides it wants to have a problem. There's not a fix under $1,000 in this freaking house.
Right?
It doesn't matter what it is. I pull a nail out of the wall and half the drywall and paint comes off with it. And I'm like, I hate everything
Yep.
about you stupid thing. I think I had a sticker on the wall and I pulled it off and I took the wall with the sticker. But yeah, so with the footstep thing, I've had that experience too. And I do a lot of overnight ghost hunts and paranormal investigations. That's kind of what my whole YouTube channel has turned into. And we're slowly getting better. It just like, I tell people production value is based off of money that you have available at the time.
Right.
Because the more gear you can get and the more money you have, the better it goes. What's up, Mason? So it's slowly getting better. And as I get better gear, I'm getting more evidence. So that's why I feel like a lot of people go back and reinvestigate places when they have more gear because they're able to get more than what they had before.
Yeah.
So footsteps is one thing I'm dying to get when I'm investigating. I can never tell if it's other people in the building because I've never had it where like I was just me somewhere and there was no one else and I could like say, yeah, this is real. But in my own house, I had it. So we were all down, same deal, all in the basement. We were watching a movie. We had just set up this like whole entertainment room in the finished basement. We were all down there and we have hard floors from the front door all the way to the room above us, which is like a finished addition to the house, which is carpet. So you always know when someone gets to the carpet because it's just like the boot steps are gone, whatever, and it starts creaking like plywood floors or something.
Yeah.
And we were all down there and the TV wasn't up or anything yet. We were kind of just setting it up and all the animals were in the basement with us, the cat and the 2 dogs. And we had shut the door and I heard straight up like steel toe boot sound and steps start in the kitchen, which is on the other side of the house, which you can hear. I can hear when you're upstairs. And it was just a slow walk. And it went straight across the house, right into above us, where it creaked the plywood floor, and then just disappeared, like stopped, like it didn't continue. She even looked at me, like my wife, like kind of like 50-50 believing and stuff, looked at me and she goes, do we have an intruder? And I was like,
right?
Clearly. So I ran upstairs like you with the bat situation, like ready to fight.
Yeah.
And of course, at that point, oh my God, it sucked because you have to like check behind the toilet. You got to look behind the shower curtain. You got to look in all the closets. You got to backtrack. You got to look under the bed. Like I had to look in all the places people would hide in like a movie if they got caught.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was nobody. And that's when I looked at her. I came back downstairs and I was like, let's pay attention and put a pin in this one because like that was definitely some spirit stuff. That was ghosty.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was ghosty.
I'm lucky enough, like I've got security cameras, so like I can already rule out that there's an intruder. Like,
oh yeah,
unless the construction crew left a woman behind and she somehow hid for days and days and days. Like, no,
what's up, Y2?
No woman came in.
No, exactly. And we have since then I've put a camera in the living room and I have another like little dome camera I have to hang in the front room, and I was going to use it just to like watch the animals when we go on vacation and stuff, but like now I'm like watching, it's night vision and everything. I'm like watching it at night every once in a while. Like sometimes it sets off and it's just like we have motion and it's a person, and because it tells you if it's like a face or something, and I go to the camera and there's nothing. I'm like
right? Isn't that creepy?
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
you're definitely here. Hi.
Yeah, because it like tells you when it's like facial, right? It'll say like a person was spotted, and it only does that when it notices like 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, not like a circle thumbprint of dust floating through the room. And that's when you're just like, oh no, there's a thing happening, and I'm probably gonna not have a remote control in the morning, and it's gonna be outside in the backyard or something weird. But I've never had like cabinets opening or anything like that. It's always just been like the camera going off, the footsteps. I did have the lights in the basement turn off on me twice, and the only time it freaked me out is when I saw, even if you believe in stuff, you still get freaked out when it happens. I saw the slider for the light, the dimmer, go all the way down slowly, and it's a sticky one, so you have to really press it, slide all the way down and go off, and then I was like, can you not? And it slid back up and turned on, and I ran upstairs. I almost ran out into traffic. I was like, ah! I was like, gone. Like, I didn't know what was about to happen with that one. Pro tip: if you're gonna break into a gamer's house, hide in the shower because real gamers don't shower. You're not wrong. Not wrong.
Not wrong.
Most unused part of the home. Yeah. We just baby wipe. Sometimes it's not even in the bathroom. Sometimes it's at the desk. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's great.
So going off of that, clearly you've had a human experience and an animal experience, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts you to a 10, because you've kind of perked up her experience there. Like Ash said, you probably just triggered her allergies and she's pissed because of the renovation. She's probably like, this house finally settled and this finally, damn it. Has this like affected anything like or did it at any point? I should say at any point in time, because now you're probably used to it. But like at any point in time, when you first experienced either the dog or probably more the woman than anything, actually, did it affect your sleep at any point? Like, did it make you like kind of pay more attention? Like, did you have a hard time? Like, did anything for you like uncomfortable wise change until you got kind of used to it? Like, were you more cautious about certain things or?
Not really. It was just like with the dog, it was really weird because I did have that feeling like I shouldn't talk about this. Like I don't want him to hear me talking about him. And now I don't get that feeling anymore. Like there was almost a dread, like he didn't want me talking about him. And I don't know if that was more of like a trust thing, like don't just tell everybody who comes in the house that there's a dog here, you know? Or if that he didn't want to be talked about at all. But like now that the whole family knows about the dog, I don't get that same feeling of like don't talk about him.
Yeah, it was almost like he oh God, it's kind of fun because it's it's almost like he gave you that sort of thing, you know. Projected an emotion towards you that was like, hey, I'm here just for you or for your family. Like nobody else needs to know about me. Like
nobody else needs to know. Don't tell anybody else about him. Yeah.
Or he's just a freeloader.
I know, right? Well, and what's funny is one of the rooms in my house, I've kept for like my mom, so my mom can come and visit. And
that's so nice. Living or not living, mom?
No, she's living.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, is this like a shrine situation or is there like a bed?
We moved across the country, and so she wanted a place where she could come and stay and visit as well. And so she has a room here, and I finally got to the point where it's like, I think I need to tell you, you're here enough. Like, there's a dog. And she's like, yeah, okay, that's not a problem. I don't know if she's seen him. She hasn't mentioned one way or another, but she did tell me, she's like, don't tell my stepdad. She's like, don't tell him. He will not be okay with knowing about that. Don't tell him.
Is it more like he doesn't believe or he would just be freaked out?
I think it's more fear. She's like, that's just not something that he will be able to deal with, because she's the one that she can talk to like dead people in her dreams, right? And so I guess
yes.
I guess at some point maybe she's told some of this stuff to him and he's just like, no, like I can't do this.
That's so funny. So like clearly they've had conversations that other people like me, I'd be like, yes, finally we're all on the same page. This is great. But he was just like, no. He was like, the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
See, and he's not like, and he's definitely not that kind of religious. He's very spiritual. I would say more on like the Buddhism side of things, less on like a religion side of things. But I think it's more like Wolf said, that like it's just a spirit, and a spirit is terrifying. It doesn't matter if it has good or bad intentions. Like to him, he doesn't want to know. He's he believes it's out there, but he doesn't want to know it's out there.
That was always interesting to me because I was always in the boat where like I wanted things to be real, right? I always wanted everything to be real. I wanted to know things were real. I wanted fun and excitement. So I never had that feeling of like anything I don't understand is scary. Like that was never something that I had a feeling of. And it was when I run into people like that are like, I don't want to know. It's like, well, you believe, like you think there's something. And some people have even said to me, no, I don't believe in anything, but like also I don't want to know. And it's like, what does that even mean? Because like you kind of have to believe in something to be afraid of something. And it's like, no, I'm afraid of not knowing or the unknown. So my life is easier by just pretending nothing's real. And I'm like, okay, I guess you're kind of boring, but that's fine, whatever.
That's it. I'm like,
it's kind of dumb.
yeah, I don't want this to be it. I don't
No.
want this to be like we're the only planet out there with the only
Right?
beings, and it's just so mundane. Like there could be so much out there. How can we close
Exactly.
that off?
And it's like every time we have these like movies or TV shows with these like little alien things, people always make them all cute and fluffy and weird and stuff. And I'm like, I want a little jelly cat. Like, come on, little water cat. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm the same, just a little guy. But like, I feel the same way. Like, I just don't want this to be the only thing. I need there to be more things. And I'm constantly every night just like looking up at the sky, and I'm just like, please, for the love of God, exist. Please just come down already. Right? I don't even care if you're bad.
Right? When will the blue alien come and kidnap us? Come on.
My God. At this point, it's like, I don't even care if you're good or bad. Like, you could be bad. I will take a probing over what I'm dealing with right now. Like, I will gladly face down, butt up in the air, ready to go for you. I will be here. I will Amazon the lube. I'm ready to go, because if that's what gets me off this godforsaken world that we're dealing with today, I will come with you. Let's go.
Literally.
I am ready. I am ready for the pagan. Bring it.
That's hilarious.
Just my little thoughts. You know what I'm trying? Wolf feels the same way too. You know, he's already got this Amazon cart ready to go. Yep. It's called the probing, the probery. When that day finally comes, everyone else is going to get raptured. We're getting probed. So funny that we talked about this. I know you were like, I don't know if I want to tell my family about these stories, like all this fun stuff. Clearly the dog seems like he came first before Gertrude or Butler, what her name was. I'm thinking of old lady names now too. Before things came about with her sneezing and you disrupting her and all, get probed, no thank you. No, you definitely, yeah. You're the one who told me that if you want to, you got drunk on Voodoo Rangers one night, remember? And your quote was, if you want to clap these cheeks, you're going to have to go through some mud just because you're gross. But yeah, you're getting probed first, buddy. There's Bible study on front page of Kick right now, and it's as cringe and hypocritical as you might think it is. Wait, like a category or like a person doing it? Like, Kick, if you're listening, because there's always one of you in here.
Next to them.
Oh, it's Sam Frank. She always does this. That's her like go-to. That's her thing. She got popular doing that. Yeah, no, that's Sam. Sam does it all the time. That's like her jam. She's been doing it for like 2 years. I've never seen her on the front page of Kick doing it though, but she does it all the time. That's her thing. But if they put us up like right next to her though, you act like you know her. No, I just know of her. She's been around streaming for like a billion years. She's up there she was dating Neon. You know Neon from front page. They broke up though, but she was with Neon for a while. Just public figure situation. I don't know her personally. Nope. They are outside my world of streaming. They're on a level of professionalism when it comes to this stuff that I don't ever want to hit. But that being said, did they break up because he wouldn't drink the Kool-Aid? No, I don't think she was religious. Sorry, Amethyst. Chat fearing. Okay. No, I don't think they were. He was like, did his little like contest thing, and he like ignored her for like a month, I think, and he was off with like other girls in bedrooms and things. I don't think anything ever happened, but like there was a lot of clipping. You know, like when you're a public figure, somebody clips something out of context. You get enough of those, it's going to affect your family life. You know. I think it was like one of those situations. I don't think anyone ever did anything, but I think there's just too much. You get too public, and this is what happens. So she's a new expert on the Bible. I don't even know. I've never watched one of her streams, Kat, just to tell you. I'm saying I know of her, but I've never watched one of her streams. She should definitely have a platform preaching the gospel. She did too. Kat, I bet you're in there right now having fun. But Kick, yeah, if you're here, put us up talking about ghosts right next to a Bible study on the front page on the carousel. And VTubers. This is like the blasphemous of the blasphemous.
Oh, so much.
And I'm happy that way. Yeah, no, so let's keep it that way. Stay here with our happy little cat. Look at every time I blink, my ears wiggle. This is like, I just can't stop looking at it. I like every time I have like one of my little strokey one eye things. Wait, no freaking way does it wiggle one. The only ear that wiggles is the one with the eye that oh my God. Hold on. Let me try to do one eye. Oh, yep. Look, it's only that one that's wiggling. Blink twice. Okay, anyways. Okay, I can't focus. The DDHPBBC, whatever I have, is kicking in. I have ADHD, PPD, and dyslexia. Anyways, so back to that. Actually, let's touch on that because that's one of my questions. So a lot of times people are religious and then, no, it's fine. You didn't ruin nothing. Get in here. Okay, all right now. BBC what? No, so I always ask people, you know, you don't have to go into detail, but like, were you religious before you had a moment? Because a lot of people that are religious, they do actually, what's fun is they do believe in like a higher power of some sort, but they don't, and spirits and stuff. It kind of blows me away that like a lot of people who are religious actually celebrate like pagan things and like Wiccan things. And like, I won't go into detail because me and Kat did that on our conspiracy. And we got in a fight with chat, but because religion, anything just brings out the evil in people. But they, the whole thing with like ghosts and spirits is people who are religious tend to believe in something else existing, but they don't want to tell you how it exists. They just say it's God's power, God's will. And it's like, okay, that's fine, honey bunny. Oh, sorry, Miss Cat's gonna know what I'm talking about with that.
Well, it's like, you know, there's a need for exorcisms, but you don't want to like acknowledge that there is something that needs excised. Like, what?
The fact that the fucking Pope, I have to bleep out another F-bomb. God damn it.
You don't have to bleep that on YouTube. You know that, right? Not
I can
anymore.
wait, they changed it? Because I've been going through.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Miss Cat?
As long as you don't have it within, I think it's the first like 30 seconds of your video.
Oh, so they have
fine.
time to like let their AI bot do its thing or whatever. I gotta read those rules.
I think it's because of the ads, right? So you need like a 30-second buffer between that first ad and your F-bomb.
Oh,
if you
like
want
that.
to keep them in.
No, that makes sense. Well, I kind of have to because the last time I did one of my last podcasts with the religious podcast, when we started talking about Antarctica and like aliens and stuff, we moved into religion because it just made sense. I kid you not.
I gotta watch this.
Dude, when Miss Cat started going off, I sat here with a 3-hour VOD for probably 2 weeks, just catching every one of her F-bombs. And every time I thought I was safe, she just blew through 16 more. And I'd have to like, cut the section of the clip and then mute it and then bleep and then cut and mute and bleep and cut and mute. Don't you give me that, Ghost Cat.
Yep.
You know what you did.
I used to know like what it looked like on the like audio track. I'm like, oh, there's an F-bomb. Like I got that good at finding mine.
Oh yeah, I could find it too because every time her mouth opened. Love you.
That's great.
I'm getting better. No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, I was possessed by a demon. Yeah, accurate. I told Amethyst because so Amethyst had Frank got a hold of me. That's the spider in the corner of your shower. That's your shower spider.
Dude, I have a shower spider.
Everyone does. Yes. Even if I wanted to catch it, I don't even have a crack in there where he can go. I don't even know where he goes. I don't know where this thing lives, and I've never found it. I think it's just in the shower holes, which is even scarier for me. He's just gonna shoot out at me at 80 miles an hour one time and slap me in the butt cheek.
He watches me in 4K.
8K, 8 eyes.
I love it.
He's like, man, humans have so many boobies. But I killed the shower sprite, and another took its place. Yeah, they just come out of nowhere.
Yeah. They're the best.
So what the hell was I gonna say? Oh my god, I lost it. Oh, I told her your story about how I did the overnight ghost hunt that one time, and both your dog and your cat looked in the middle of your bedroom at nothing. And that's when you were like, so I didn't have like a super huge belief in something, but I have to tell you, like, my animals both reacted to an invisible entity in my room at the same time. So you can take your creepies and shove them back through your stream. Cause like, I'm done with this. Cause she has a ghost dog that actually walks around her house. The air was different. Yeah, Sage and Clans. Yeah, you feel it. Actually, let's get into that real quick. I've got a bug hunter or two in the apartment. They stay away. Oh yeah, the snacks. Jesus, the
Same,
spiders.
Mason. That's my thought. As long as you stay in your corner, we can be friends. But if you come any closer, I'm gonna raise the rent.
Yep, and the rent is a flip flop.
Right.
So, when you see the doggy or hear the sneezies, do you kind of know it's coming? Because so I always talk about the feeling, right? The chill in the air or something. Like when I do ghost hunts, I always know when a spirit actually comes in and leaves, and not a lot of people are sensitive to that. Like my wife will say, I want to hear footsteps when I'm live, right? She wants to experience a feeling, and what I mean by that is like, if you're sensitive to it, and I've had other people around me have the same thing, where at the same time we all looked at each other and we're like, it's here. Like you can feel the cold air whip in, it gets heavier. It just gets like, I don't want to say weird, because I know what it feels like when a spirit enters a room. It's hard to explain, but when you know it, you know it. Yeah. And you know when it leaves, because your emotions, your feeling, all of that, it's literally gone. Like it feels like me just sitting here right now talking. It's a different world. Do you feel any of that when they come in, or are they just more natural in your house now as part of the family situation where like they don't give off that aura?
Yeah, I've never noticed it. I don't know if anybody else has, but I haven't really noticed like a change in the air or like a feeling that somebody's around. It's seeing or hearing for me.
Yeah. So you'll notice the sneeze or see the dog. So you have those two senses. I've gotten to the point where I don't see as much as I used to. I used to see all the time. I don't see as much as I used to. I will hear and I will sense. I will feel. Sometimes I'll smell things. I've kind of switched off my visual, like my seeing, which is weird. I don't know why that happened one day, and I don't know when it happened, but when I was younger, I could see all the time. Like to the point where I would probably see people walking around the grocery store that weren't there. And that was always how I was. And my mom knew it, because I would make like, okay, thank you, Ash. I would be saying things to my mom and just be like, so yeah, like that lady just like did this thing and was weird eating something she shouldn't have. My mom's like, there's no lady. So it's just one of those things where I would like see things growing up, but now it's kind of sad because like that went away, and I wish I could see again. Maybe I could unlock it one day, like a challenge or something. But now it's just like smelling and sensing, and to the point where like I will actually start tearing up and almost cry if I'm somewhere and something comes in and it's like a sad thing. Like I will pick up that emotion and almost like start bawling my eyes out and just like be overwhelmed with emotion if I let it in.
So I have kind of a personal question, and you can ignore me if you want.
Yes, I am fat.
You mentioned being neurospicy. Are you medicated?
Wait, neurospicy. I don't know words.
Like ADHD or
no.
any
So
of that?
no, I just have like crippling anxiety. So I'm on medication for anxiety.
That's still good. So I noticed when I was medicated, I saw less.
Well, Ash will tell you that the medication I'm on, the Lexapro or whatever, basically shuts you down emotionally. Like my heart rate never goes over 70 beats per minute now. I'm like totally zonked out all the time, chilled, like sitting here in my little puddle of 900-degree sweat that's coming in from outside. Just like, I think you're right, because, and again, it's the whole thing with like the stress of being an adult and having all these responsibilities, and your brain not really having time to really give a crap about anything that's not right in front of it physically, because that's how we're being trained. And being on like a bunch of medications and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm not on medication for like mental stuff, but I'm on medication for everything, for like blood pressure and anxiety and cholesterol. And I don't have any issues with any of that stuff. It's all and I'm air quoting, but I need your help with hands. I'm air quoting.
I don't have that one.
Basically say, so you had the hotkeys.
Yeah.
Basically saying like, yes, this is what I'm told it's doing for my body, but is that what it's actually doing? Or are we, God, this is going into Miss Kat's thing, the conspiracy thing, or are we taking medication for cholesterol and it's actually like shutting us off spiritually to a thing they don't want us to know about? Okay, conspiracy time. I'm just kidding. Do you have another 9 hours?
So like Ash says, like if you need the meds, you need the meds, right? Like
Yeah.
I actually got off of my meds because of a different reason, and it wasn't like I was on for a year and a half or so, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize like the things like that I was missing, that those things were just not in my head anymore. And I think maybe it comes back
Mm-hmm.
around to like you ignore it more, right? Like we're conditioned to ignore those things more. And so maybe when you're medicated and you ignore it more.
Yeah, like maybe you're
Yeah.
not paying attention to it and you're just kind of letting it go. And maybe you see
Hmm.
something, but you're just kind of like, meh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You're just kind of letting it pass by. But yeah, that kind of makes sense. Got a little scared when you said what Ash said because she said something about anal leakage. So it was just like, all right, which part are we agreeing with here?
Yes, it
Medication.
really is.
His
Medication, and then
anxiety
the
was
one
getting
right
bad.
above it is ass.
Oh, thank you, Ash. No, she's not wrong. My anxiety was getting bad. I was at the point at work where I was
Right.
having straight up panic attacks, and I tell people it's because of like when people say they're underwater, I never knew what that meant, but it's actually the feeling you get now that I've experienced it. You feel like there's a level, like you're wading in water around your like chest, and there's like a level that's sitting there, and it starts rising as you get worse and worse, and the medication pushes that water level down, and it's crazy that you can actually feel it going down. Like it was the
Well, and then
weirdest thing.
okay, so what if you are one of these intuitive people and you
Oh, I
are
definitely
open
am.
to all of these other emotions and beings and things around you, and that is what's adding more stress onto you and anxiety onto you. And so, what if it is the med is blocking out some of that because you got too much shit going on, right? Like, so maybe it's all connected in some weird way.
It has to be. Like, you're not wrong because I have been very sensitive and intuitive to this stuff for a very long time, and that's why I started my YouTube channel and doing the ghost hunts and all this stuff. And it's not because I'm trying to like get this like crazy content, yell and scream at fake walls and punch holes in drywall and say it was a ghost. I'm actually trying
Yeah.
to experience things for myself and like learn about the other side and what's going on. And I'm one of those people who wants there to be something else when you pass on. I don't want to spend all this time building up this like consciousness that I have going here like a Lego, and then all of a sudden just kick it over when I'm 90 years old and be like, all right, that was fun, next, and just
It's
turn to
just gone.
dirt. That's boring. That's
Yeah.
stupid. I hate that. That's like a waste of time. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's kind of like my thought process too, is I had always seen things, I'd always heard things, I'd always been a part of different things. And even to this day, when I go on ghost hunts, if I hold the equipment, something happens. But if other people hold the equipment, sometimes things don't happen. But if I'm the one doing it, it happens, something happens every time. And it's almost like they know they can use me as like a beacon to kind of like talk through or to use my energy or do something because I'm just open to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get yelled at by psychics, and not my family, but my mom goes to see psychics and stuff, and special little boy. And
Dude, I want to do that so bad.
well, like she has had them like not tell them that I exist, and they've like yelled at her and said, you have a son, and he's very powerful and needs to start doing this shit like immediately because he'll make a ton of money and all this stuff. Like they always go to finances because like that's the world we live in, but like he'll make a ton of money and all this other stuff doing this. Like he needs to hurry up and do this. So like between like when I started doing these podcasts and stuff, they were like, finally he's doing something. Like my God. And I'm like, dude, I'm paying to do these things. I'm not making anything. What are you talking about? What happened to the second half of that conversation where it was like, there was an income? There's no income. This is just emotional stress at this point. But yeah, I think we touched upon that. I think you're right. I think that is smart and it makes sense, and it makes you wonder like how many people were put into like crazy homes and all this other stuff that like saw a dog walking in their house or had a lady sneeze behind them and they told their husband and he was like, you're crazy. And next thing you know, they're on medication. And of course they stop seeing things because they basically can't even see the hand in front of their face anymore.
Right. I mean, we can only take so much input too.
Agreed.
If you aren't like trained in whatever way like the psychics are, because I sure as hell am not. I'm not.
Nope.
I don't know what I'm doing, right? And then it's overwhelming. You're getting so much. You're getting more input than the quote unquote average person is. Like.
Well, it's the whole
Yeah.
thing about like not your social battery, right? And not being able to like control the
Right.
energy that's absorbed into you because you're not trained to like block it out. And if I don't try to like mentally put that block and that wall up and I go to like a mall or something, I'm overwhelmed in like 5 minutes and I won't show it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, it's almost like you're picking up the emotions of everyone around you. And I've always done this thing where I'm constantly aware of every single human being within like a 200-foot radius of me. Like I'm never not knowing where you are, who you are, what you look like all that stuff around me. And it's always been a thing where I could always tell where someone is in like an aisle or like on the other side of the store and like all this other stuff. And it's like I have this like emotional kind of force field around me. And as soon as you walk through that bubble, I know you're there. And this sounds very anime-ish, but like it's kind of always been a thing that I've had. And it's been almost like not like a little superpower, but it's just interesting. And like even my wife will say to this day, she's like, you know, I don't understand how you keep doing these weird things where like she could look at an entire like shelf of like 7,000 tomatoes and just be like, which one am I thinking of? And I'll walk over and pick one up and she's just like, you son of a bitch. You know, and it's just
That's amazing.
it's always that intuition thing has just always been something I've had. And it's like, you know, even colleges, like I picked the one I knew I wanted, I got in and I did my thing and I got out. Like it's just little stuff like that. I've always had the intuition and followed my intuition with everything in life, and I've never questioned it, and it's always worked out in some way or another, and I've never questioned it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I think you're right about the medication part. It makes me wonder how many people are more powerful than they think they are and could be making a difference in this field. And they're heavily medicated now because people thought they were crazy and we're never going to know.
Right. Or even like people who are gone already, right? That they
Mhm.
lobotomized or whatever.
Oh, that
right?
whole thing.
Like,
Yeah. Insane. Yeah. People who are already special and doing wondrous things in life. And then, yeah, they went through, they just lived during a time when people were allowed to experiment on people whenever they felt like it if you were in the clinic.
mm-hmm.
Nuts. So I know we're kind of coming towards the end of the time here, and I've kind of kept you over a little bit, but that's awesome because you're amazing.
Okay. Thanks.
That being said, do you have any feelings whatsoever moving forward after having these experiences where you might want to kind of do anything like investigative wise? Do you ever want to like buy like a random piece of gear off Amazon, put it in your house and try to talk to her officially? Like, have you ever had like, if you had an extra buck in your pocket, kind of fun thoughts that you'd want to go a little further with it and experience something else? Or are you happy with like what you have now? You're good and like, yeah, let's move on.
I probably did like the most cursed thing, and I bought an original Ouija
Swear
board.
to God, I knew you were going with that. I swear to God. My last guest, I don't know if you know her on Kick, but Emerald Honey.
Okay.
She, oh my God, I'm gonna let you tell this story in a second, but this just all my guests use the Ouija boards. I swear to God, I'm gonna get freaking possessed again. I'm gonna get possessed through an avatar, and I'm actually gonna grow cat ears. So she was like summoning these things off of a Ouija board when she was in like elementary school, and I'm like, I would have slapped you.
gosh.
I would have slapped you
Oh my
so
gosh.
bad. Are you kidding me right now? So yeah, tell us about your Hasbro toy that you broke the barrier between the world of the living and Satan.
I have not done anything with it. On a whim, I was at like an antique thing, and they have the original
Oh
box
my
and
God.
everything else. And so I bought it because I was like, oh my gosh, it fits my decor. I'm very kind of alt goth in my decor.
Still
And so I was
amazing.
like, I'm gonna get it. And like occasionally I just like, what if I did? And then no, maybe I shouldn't.
I don't have the
But yeah,
hotkey right now, but if I did have the hotkey on, I would be giving you a face. I'll just give you a special wink.
You can't even do it now.
Okay, I think it
No,
worked.
but other than that, like I do practice a little bit of like Wicca. I'm very, very new to it. So I'm like, sure, I'm gonna do like a little bit of a cinnamon thing at the first of the month or whatever. But I just don't really feel like
The little cinnamon thing.
right. Like I don't feel like
She
they
put it
wanna
on
be
her
bothered.
toast, chat.
I did. It's yummy. Like I don't feel like they want to be bothered, and we're in a really nice like little symbiotic relationship right now, and I don't want to like poke the bear.
I mean, like Ash said, I'm pretty sure she needs some like Zyrtec. She's kind of pissed at you for this.
Right? That's my thing. Like, if I expect, like, even with the Ouija board, like, what if I piss them off and they're like, why are you bothering us? Like, so maybe if things went south, I might, but like for right now, we're chilling. We're great roommates. And I keep telling my husband, when I die, just bury me in the basement with Mrs. Butler.
Oh my God. Like she's in there. Oh, could you imagine? What if her bones, Butler's bones, are down there? You're going to cross over to the other side and she's going to be there and she's going to go, first off, I'm Lisa, you son of a...
Right.
And my last name is Potter. But yeah, no, so... I was going to say, Ouija boards to me are just like cursed items, the occult of doom. I will never... I'm not saying I will never, like I've always been curious, but at the same time, it's one of those, like you have to be careful. If you open it, you have to close it. If you don't close it, you cause issues. And that's it. Like, you don't close it, end of the day, end of the world. You can't just go off and burn the Ouija board like some people try to do, because then whatever was in it goes and attaches to something else. And it's just like, you're just passing the buck.
Is like this one being an old original. Like, what have other
could
people
something already be in it?
Yeah, and so I'm like, maybe it's just a wall art, because I'm a little worried about the thing.
Yeah, the second you start using it, you just hear...
It wakes up. Yeah, no thanks.
You just start hearing like a growl and it's like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Nah. I don't even like...
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
No, but someone mentioned cleansing. Like, I'm even afraid to do that because I don't want to send them away. Like, I don't want them to feel unwelcome. So, like, I haven't even, like, cleansed my house in any way since we moved in, because I don't want to make them leave.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing too, is like I go and do some of these investigations and you could tell it's for the money, but like they say right on you, so you have to sign a contract when you do some of them. And it literally states in it that you are not allowed to cleanse, tell them to leave, or purge it in any way whatsoever. And occasionally you meet like a nice couple and it's just because they have a like you said, a symbiotic relationship with them and they just don't want to like lose their family members. Like at this point, they're just a part of their everyday life and it would be really sad without them. And other times it's like, no, this is my attraction. It's like a circus. You get rid of these people and it's like, I'm going to lose my money. Nobody's going to want to come here anymore. And it's like, well, that part kind of sucks, because what if they want to move on and you can't help them and you're just trying to like milk them for cash? But like in your case, it's like adorable. Like you don't want to like, unless she came to you and was like, let me go. Unless like she wrote in the fog on your mirror in the shower, like, kill me.
I'm trying to tell you I'm sick of you, you know?
Or like, stop renovating, you stupid wiener. I am sneezing all the time. And do you know what sneezing as a ghost is like? It's like I sneeze myself straight out into the parking lot every time.
Ectoplasm everywhere.
It is literally sticky all over the place. You can't see it, but I'm dealing with it. It doesn't go away. The dog is eating it. This is awful.
Okay, then my other thought too is I do have a peaceful environment here. If I send them away,
Mason,
does it leave like a void and for something worse to fill?
Okay, so picture your doggy feeling that it's the protector and you send the protector away. What is it protecting you from?
Away. Why is it here? Yeah, exactly. Like,
what shows up after?
No, I'm good. He can stay. We're not cleansing.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I do this thing where I cleanse my house, but I cleanse it with the intention of bad energy or spirits leaving only, and not good, and good can stay. And I feel that works, because I have gotten, it sucks too, because if I turn on any piece of equipment to test if the batteries work in my house, it starts going off. And I'm just like, can you stop touching my shit for like 5 seconds so I can just see if it works and not like feel like it's malfunctioning immediately when I turn it on and it starts yelling at me. Like, I was sitting here on stream one time and everyone's like, well, what do you have for gear? And I was showing off the gear and I turned on the spirit box and it immediately was a woman, and she just started she literally started talking to chat through the spirit box. And they're just like, is this happening right now? And I'm like, yes, this is my life. This is my house. This is my life. And this is whatever her name is. And she wants to talk to you. So I just put the spirit box down. I was like, have fun. Like, I almost like left the room. I was like, just have fun. And like I put her up to my mic, and they were just having a spirit was talking with chat through my spirit box. I'm just like, okay, here we are.
That's freaking awesome. Like that's my dream. Maybe I need a spirit box.
Mason, is it sus? I have 2 spirit boxes now. There's one that I want to get. It's like a radio that sits and only plays voices when they come through, and it cuts out like all the Taylor Swift songs and crap. And it only plays the voices, and that's the one I want because that I've seen people have a lot of luck with, and it's very accurate. Because the end of this month, I'm going and doing a Civil War haul, and then next month I rented out an old home up in New Hampshire that has never had a professional ghost hunting group go to yet, so I'm going there. And then next September, I think I'm sleeping out in an abandoned graveyard outside of an abandoned insane asylum.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing that.
That's exciting.
Wolves of Glendale, Ophelia, and it's a new roommate being a ghost. Ooh, fancy, my life. But yeah, so moving forward, would you recommend that people just kind of like to button up the podcast? Would you recommend to people to sort of investigate on their own, obviously stay safe, but what word of advice, I know this is a tough one, but like word of advice coming from someone who never saw anything and comes from a family who believed in all this other stuff. Let's say there's like somebody who feels like they've had an experience, but they're afraid to talk about it. Like, would you, at this day and age where there's more acceptance, kind of be more open to giving the advice of like, well, maybe you should start talking about it. Maybe you should find your group, find your people, you're not crazy kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think in any aspect, whatever hobby you're in, right? Like,
Miss Boo, this face is prettier.
The internet can be like one of the most evil places out there, but it can also be one of the best places out there because in the past, like, I live in the deep South. That's very, very Baptist. I never would have connected with anybody who could answer my questions here, right? Like, but there's so much information online, and there's people I can connect with. There's people I go and like we do tarot readings and stuff together. Like, you got to start talking and telling your truth so that you can evolve and like learn more about yourself and just get connected with the people who are going to support you.
Completely agree. Like that's basically what I fell into when I started streaming. I started finding people who were like-minded. All of a sudden Discord grew to over 200 people. Everyone had the same thoughts, the same mindset. It was like all of a sudden I was finding my people instead of just being in my little bubble where, you know, it was just family and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I know I'm not crazy. So started having these conversations, and that's why I branched out. And I was like, okay, I need to have like I need to do this podcast. I need to start talking to people because like there's more and more people out there that feel this way. And I know I'm only on like the 3rd episode, but there's so many other people I want to reach out to and just be like, hey, let's get on here and let's tell your story and let's do this thing.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. And it does. You're building community, especially in a place where people were persecuted, you know? And
exactly.
And now we're building our own safe spaces.
Exactly. Well, I am so excited that you came on and did the podcast with me and did episode 3. So thank you so much for being here and getting on with me and telling your truth and telling your ghost story and giving us a little bit of an insight into your life and your experiences.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. This is like, it's so far outside of my realm because, dude, I don't even touch horror games. I am such a baby, but I was like, you know what? I can tell ghost stories.
Isn't it fun? So. There's a few, and yours are fun though. I like yours. Yours aren't like scary cozy. Or anything. It's more. It's still a cozy ghost story somehow.
It was cozy
That's
ghost story.
awesome.
I have a dog.
That's so cool. I know. I love this. Yeah. This is totally different. I've had 3 guests now, and it's all been totally different. I'm really excited for what's to come next. Sweet. That's well, awesome. If you ever want to do anything in the future, I have this avatar too, which is really cool. But if you ever want to do anything in the future, I'm more than happy to jump over to Twitch and all that other fun stuff. Just let me know if you ever need a guest or somebody to come play games or any of that fun stuff. I'm here.
That sounds great. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Everybody say bye.